We are in Numbers chapter 22 today, and we're going to meet a new character called Balaam. And Balaam is a soothsayer or some kind of a wizard, and he is hired by the king, one of the nations that Israel is in the neighborhood, to curse them. And he tries and tries and tries, and he just can't do it, because we're seeing that it doesn't matter what men plan. God is above all of that, and God is still in charge. So, a real interesting chapter, and we're going to see Balaam for a while. In fact, he's mentioned even in a couple New Testament books, just because of just the idea of the enemies of God trying to make decisions, and God simply just laughing at them. Okay, so let's look together. Chapter 22, and the children of Israel set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab on this side of Jordan by Jericho. And Balak, the son of Zippor, saw that all Israel had done to the Amorites. Okay, so he's the king. He's the king of this nation. And Moab said to the elders of Midian, Now all this company shall lick up that which is round about us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field. And Balak, the son of Zippor, was the king of the Moabites at the time. Okay, so Moab. He sent messengers, therefore, unto Balaam, the son of Beor of Pelthor, which is by the river of the land of the children of the people, to call him, saying, Behold, there's a people come out from Egypt, and they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Okay, so they're on my borders. Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people, for they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that whom thou blessed is blessed, and whom thou cursed is cursed. Okay, so this guy evidently is a pretty powerful guy. The elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the rewards of divination in their hand. And they came to Balaam and spake unto him the words of Balak. He said to them, Lodge here this night, and I will bring word again, as the Lord shall speak to me. And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. So wow, this is interesting. I have to keep reminding myself, Balaam is a bad guy, okay? And he's not up to any good, but somehow he's posing to be that he's seeking after God's will, that he wants to do what God wants him to do. I don't know. I don't know whether he even knows that he's two-faced or not. I don't even know. He's a very interesting character to me. And I see him in people that I know. I'm sure I see him in myself too. This idea of a double-faced, two-faced hypocrite. I'm so often a hypocrite, knowing what God wants, but yet having my own thoughts on things. So here's Balaam says, okay, I'll tell you in the morning. I'll see what God has to say. So he's going to pray about it. Okay. So Balaam said unto God, Balak the son of Zippor, the king of Moab, sent to me, saying, Behold, there is a people coming out of Egypt, which covers the face of the earth. Come now, curse them, peradventure I shall be able to overtake them and drive them out. God said to Balaam, God's answering his prayer. Interesting. Thou shalt not go with them, thou shalt not curse this people, for they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said to the princes of Balak, Get you into the land, for the Lord refuses to give me leave to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went to Balak and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. Balak sent yet again princes more and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam and said, Thus Balak the son of Zippor, let nothing, I pray, hinder thee from coming unto me. For I will promote thee into great honor. I will do whatsoever these people unto me come. Therefore I pray thee, curse me these people. Balaam answered unto the servants of Balak, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God to do less or more. Every single time I read this, I'm mystified, because his words seem like he's honoring God. But as you see this progress, he is not a servant of God. It's the idea that God has got him tied, like he can't go beyond what God will let him do. He acknowledges God, which is terrifying. You've got somebody who knows that there is God, but he's like using him. Okay, like all witches and sorcerers do. This idea of using the dark powers to do what you want, like that you have control over some strong power. Okay, that's the idea. So every single time I read this, I think, Balaam's good. Look what he just said. He likes God. He wants to do what God wants him to do. And then I'm like, you have to read the whole section and see what happens. Now, therefore, I pray you, tarry with me this night, that I may know what the Lord will say unto me more. So he's going to pray some more. God came to Balaam that night and said, if the men which come to me rise up and go with him, and go with them, but yet the word which I shall say you shall do. So when you get ready to talk, I'm the one that's going to be talking. Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. Okay, so he's riding on the donkey. Have you ever heard of this? Balaam's donkey? Okay, this is amazing. So God's anger was kindled because he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his 2 servants were with him. And the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and the ass turned aside out of the way and went into the field, and Balaam smote it to turn it back into the way. So this donkey can see the angel, with this huge angel with his sword drawn, standing in front, because God is opposing him, okay? That he intends to do what he wants. He is out for Balaam. Balaam's out for Balaam. Okay, Balaam's out for Balaam. How many people could we say that's true of? And he's going to use whatever means is necessary, and he's going to get what he wants. Okay, he's going to get his reward, he thinks. And here he is going on the road, and the angel is standing and opposed to him, and the donkey can see it and is trying to get out of the way, and Balaam's beating the donkey. But the angel of the Lord stood in the path of the vineyard, a wall being on this side and a wall on that side. Okay, so now they're in a path where there's walls on both sides of the road. Now he's going through two walled gardens. When the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself into the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. The angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either to the right or the left. And when the ass saw the angel, she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote with a staff. He was beating the donkey. Get up, get up, get up. Why are you? Stop, you stupid donkey. And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass. Okay. He opened the mouth of the donkey. And the donkey said to Balaam, what have I done unto thee that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? Balaam said to the ass, because you have mocked me, I would have there a sword in my mouth, in my hand, I would have killed you. The ass said to Balaam, am I not your ass upon which you've ridden ever since I was thine unto this day? Was I ever wont to do anything unto you? And he said, no. Have I ever done this before? Now, he's talking to his donkey. I just want to know, does he think that's weird? He seems to be having a conversation with him. Totally amazing. The Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed his head and fell flat on his face. The angel of the Lord said, wherefore have you smitten your ass these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy way is perverse before me. The ass saw me and turned from me 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely I had slain thee and saved her alive. I would have killed you by now, if that donkey hadn't tried to save your life. Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I've sinned, for I know that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease me, I will get thee back again. The angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto thee thou shalt speak. So Balaam went with the prince of Balak. And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him unto the city of Moab, which is the border of the Arnon, which is in the utmost coast. So Moab is far southeast of Israel. Balak said, did I not earnestly send unto thee and call thee? Wherefore came not unto me? Am I not able indeed to promote thee to honor? Balaam said to Balak, lo, I am come unto thee. Now I have all the power sorry. Have I now any power at all to say anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that shall I speak. Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Kirjath Huzoth. And Balak offered oxen and sheep and sent to Balaam and to the princes that were with him. And it came to pass on the morrow that Balak took Balaam and brought with him to the high priest of Baal, so thence he might see the utmost part of the people. So he went up on the hill, and he's looking down the valley, and he can see the Hebrews. Okay. Da-da-dum. That's a cliffhanger. He's on a cliff, hanging. And we'll see tomorrow that when he tries to curse, God stops him. He won't let him curse. When God says someone is blessed, he's blessed. It doesn't matter what God's enemies say. And despite the fact that this guy is strong in the dark arts, whatever the dark arts are, I hope I never know, that God is he's still the best. There's no way that you can do anything without God's leave to do it. All right? So, hope you are well. I just heard that there is no school until, I guess, fall. Okay, so we're not meeting together. So, please continue to work as you have. I'm so proud of you. There's so few of you that's even had any problems at all with homework. You're doing awesome. I'm proud. I wish I were here. You could all have the candy pot. Okay, sorry I don't have it. Where is my candy pot? I should go get my candy. You have a great day.